Welcome to Red Panda Post-Con Review, where we grade conventions we've attended, focusing on their nightlife, party aspect, and social aspect. Today we're talking about Otakon 2016. My name is Pedrock, and this is...
Nelly the Afrobot.
And for Otakon was surprisingly enjoyable. I think it was one of the more enjoyable Otakons, and I think that's because we actually had things to do. Not necessarily that we planned to hit up panels or anything, but we had a general agenda in mind. We were going to go, enjoy the con, enjoy the atmosphere, and then hit up the rave, which is really the nightlife.
Yeah.
So why don't you talk about the nightlife, which is essentially the rave?
So the rave, they had it Friday and Saturday nights. I happen to know a few guys there, so we actually did get some footage. So you'll probably be seeing some of that later on. Very, very nice, very varied.
Yeah, definitely a variety. You got a good amount of drum and bass music. You got a good amount of house
Breaks.
Yeah.
And you got your standard trance. You got your fast-paced music. Not a lot of breakdowns. They didn't give people really any time to rest. There wasn't
They
really
didn't need it.
no time to rest, and I think people were kind of used to that.
And that was part of the fun part. If you wanted a good nightlife at Otakon, go to the rave because everyone is so high energy. Friday night, not as packed. Saturday night, very full and energetic. Lots of people trying to get away with stuff like crowd surfing and riding on shoulders, but Otakon staff shut that down pretty quickly. But it was the best spot to go and talk to people and just kind of approach them and have a little chat, introduce yourself a little bit while the music was a little bit lower, and then just kind of hang out. I think the lesson I took is you didn't really want to force it and just stick there and keep talking or keep trying to dance with people. Just kind of test the waters.
Around. I mean, there was thousands of people there, so the area was just humongous. You can do laps in that place if you wanted to and see different people.
Just talk to people. If they were in the mood to chat with someone else, they would, and you kind of capitalized on that. And if not, then you moved on to the next group.
Yeah. I mean, I like seeing some of the kind of people in cosplay, but kind of catered more towards the rave. So it's you'd see Overwatch cosplays, but it wouldn't be a bunch of armor and stuff. It would just be spandex and maybe a prop or two. That was kind of cool to see people still representing the anime community while at the dance.
For the, I guess, after con nightlife, because once the rave ends, the con shuts down. That's around 2 a.m. But there was a DJ that posted up outside Otakon and brought his own equipment, and that was for kind of the late night people to go and congregate, chat a little bit, and maybe from there you could go to people's hotel room and find parties. I didn't really try that out just because it's Baltimore.
Yeah.
If you're going to people's hotels room, it's really cliquey, and I didn't think that was for me.
It was. I kind of wanted to try that, but I already was in our own group, so I kind of decided to veto that and kind of go make our way back to our hotel.
Otakon, I think, definitely has a nightlife, but not an open nightlife. I think it's, at least for me, I just prefer to stay with my group, or at least the people that I met at the rave, and I was like, okay, they're cool. I'm gonna hang out with them.
Got it.
The social aspect for Otakon was exactly what I expected it to be, which was an anime con, busy con, people going around. I did stop a few people to chat during the day, but it was a very limited conversation, and it was awkward to transition into, hey, well, what's your contact info, or do you maybe want to hang out later or something like that. Right. Usually when I hung out with people, it was very specific. I was like, I really like that costume. How'd you do that? Or, hey, what's going on in this room? And then leave. The only real prep work I did was try to talk to people about what they were doing, or not what they were doing at night, but if they were going to the rave at night, because that's also was a good way to meet up with people later. Oh, you're going to the rave? Cool. Hey, my name's so-and-so. And that way they kind of remembered you a little bit better, and they were more comfortable at night. Did talk to a lot of people about it being the last year at Otakon, and I got mixed feelings. A lot of people were indifferent. They were like, okay, whatever, I'll go to Otakon anyway when it moves to DC. A lot of people were like, oh, I hate the move. and it's mostly because it was people from Baltimore. So
Yep.
next year, they got to do the traveling. They got to do the bookkeeping or hotel booking and all that jazz. Do you think people were more, I guess, were you expecting a different engagement from people since it was the last year at Otakon? And did you get that?
I would have thought it would have been a lot more.
More what?
More people being a little bit more either open to hanging out or being a little bit more sociable about it.
I guess a little bit more nostalgic,
Nostalgic,
or friendly, or
sentimental,
that
or
high C, vitamin C.
that
As
was
we
a
go
the
on.
graduation song. You kind of felt a little bit of that towards the end, but a lot of people just felt it seemed almost like they were just going through the paces.
Yeah,
little
same Otakon.
Same
No
Otakon.
difference. All right, so Nelly, what do you grade Otakon?
I give Otakon 2 DDR machines side by side with a line because it's tried and true. You know what to expect, and you're still gonna go.
You're gonna
to
wait.
It.
You're gonna
still
wait your
gonna
turn.
wait. You're gonna wait your turn. You're still gonna go to it, and you're still gonna have fun.
Yeah, and then you're gonna step off, and then you're gonna wait in line
And
again.
then you're gonna go back out. You're gonna do it again, year by year, like we've always done for Otakon. So wherever that DDR machine is, I'm gonna go to it. I'm gonna get my workout on, and same like Otakon. Just because it's going to DC, it's not gonna change. We're gonna have a fun time.
I give Otakon a cough drop when you got that itch in your throat. Because it's one of those things where you don't think it's going to work, but then it does. And you're satisfied. For Otakon, I always go to it with better expectations or higher expectations that I am going to be able to meet people, that I am going to be able to socialize and talk to everybody. And I'm always let down. But Otakon is also open enough that you can do a little bit of it. And really, Otakon has to be used more for, I'm going to go and meet up with the people that I've met throughout the year at other conventions. I'm going to go with my group of friends and just have fun. And that's where that cough drop comes in. You always use the same brand of cough drops. You know what they taste like. You don't want to try a new one. When you try a new one, you still get the same effect, but you're like, I should have gone with the good old.
Yeah.
Good old.
You get the different flavors. You're like, nah, you know what? Tried and true.
Thank you for tuning in to Red Panda Post-Con Review. If you liked our review, then hit the like button. If you dislike it, hit the dislike button. And go in the comments and tell us what you thought about Otakon this year and what you think about Otakon moving to DC next year. As always, subscribe and look forward to more from the Red Panda Party.
Cha!
All right. You want to show off your swag?
Yeah.
All right. You're the only one that... Oh, actually, no. I bought this. Yay. T-Turtle. I like their shit.
Hippity,
It's cute. But I only
hoppity.
buy like 2 shirts of their things.
I picked up a lanyard. This was Taiko Drum Master. Little small mini lanyard.
That was cute.
Anyway. And I also picked up one of my favorite games ever now.
Really?
Is Journey. Yeah, hell yeah. Journey, it's a replica of the scarf, but
Yeah.
it's
A lanyard.
a lanyard. They had a small version too. I will find out who I bought
it
it
was.
from. I'm sorry. But yeah, this is really nice, really cool. Just pop it. Well, there we go. A little bit of work.
And then you got a poster.
And I picked up a poster.
Was it from this person?
And this one really jumped out at me. I love Shadow of the Colossus. It's top tier. It's one of my favorite games ever. And I really love the like watercolor look to it.
Was it from...
And
Anistoy?
it's from Anistoy. Squidsalad.tumblr.
Check her out.
Right here.